Hello friends, my name is Tarun and welcome to my channel Tech Diaries. We have rebranded the channel with all new fresh look. Now the purpose of this channel is to provide you with weekly content on tech reviews like you've never seen before. You will see my feedback on the tech going around the world. Along with these tech reviews, which I'm doing on a weekly basis, I'll be also launching a blog post, link in the description, that will cover tech reviews on a daily basis, right from mobiles to computers to variable tech and anything in the world. So let's continue for today's episode. Now, 31st October 2018, in Apple event in New York, there were three different products that went under the upgradation lens. The first being the MacBook Air, the second being the Mac Mini, and third being the iPad Pro. In this episode, we are only going to talk about the Mac Mini. Mac Mini has been shouting for an upgrade since 2014 October. It's been 4 years and there had been no upgrades in these years on this particular device. So it was very normal to see a new Mac Mini coming into picture. Now the Mac Mini has always been the underdog within the Mac lineup, which gave you the flexibility to create your own setup with your choice of mouse, your choice of keyboards, and your choice of displays, while keeping the Mac OS essence in its heart. Now there are four areas of improvement that the Mac Mini underwent. Number one being the design. In terms of design, the box-like feel of Mac Mini remains the same, but now it has a much more better space gray look. It feels futuristic, it feels more slick, and it feels absolutely delight to look at. Now let's talk about the I/O ports. The I/O ports have also been upgraded. The first upgrade came in terms of the USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 ports. Now there are four of these on the back, and then there are two USB 3 A-type ports along with a single HDMI port and the headphone jack. The second area of improvement came in terms of using a quad-core processor. Now, Mac Minis have been used to using the dual-core processors launched by Intel, but now in this generation of Mac Mini, you can see i3 quad-cores, i5 hexacore, and i7 hexacores. This means you get an option of either a 4-core or a 6-core CPU within your Mac. Now the third upgradation came in terms of getting rid of the SATA drives or the Fusion drives. Now Apple is moving towards the SSD lineup while reducing the space in the internals and giving more space to fit in more tech. That means now you get a Mac Mini starting from 128 gigs of SSD and up to 2 terabytes of an SSD. Now the fourth area which went under the upgradation was the RAM. Earlier in the Mac Minis you only had option of 8 gigabytes of RAM and that to DDR3. But in this generation of Mac Minis you get 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, which is upgradable to 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Now it's up to your choice what you want while configuring your Mac. Now all these things comes at a price. The top end variant with 2 terabytes of SSD along with 64 gigs of RAM and i7 hexacore processor of Mac Mini costs about $4,199. But that's really too much. According to me, the best configuration would be the i5 hexacore along with 16 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. Now, I think at $1,200, this is the best the money can buy. The only negative that I found was that the power button is on the back of the device. That's just nitpicking, and I don't really mean to criticize Apple on this, but this is a beauty of a machine. Rather than going with MacBook Air, which is again a dual core processor, I feel betting on Mac Mini is a safer choice for creators around the world. I hope you liked this video and the new look of the channel, and you might have enjoyed the content we have created earlier. Please do visit our blog. Please do visit us on our social media channels. And also, please like, share, and subscribe this particular channel. Share it with your friends. And do leave a comment on the section below to let us know on what we can do better. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.